Hello viewers, welcome to Standard Voice Television News Update. I am Samira Ibrahim. A war of words erupted on Sunday between the Zamfara State chapter of the All Progressives Congress and the State Governor Dauda Lawal over the persistent insecurity bedeviling the state. The APC, through its spokesperson Yusuf Idris, accused Governor Lawal of failing to fulfill his campaign promise to end banditry within 3 months of assuming office. Malam Idris described the situation as having worsened under Lawal's administration, accusing the governor of neglecting his duties while citizens continue to suffer under relentless attacks by armed groups. He stated that Governor Lawal must be preparing to celebrate his second-year anniversary with a failed promise which he made during his governorship campaigns ahead of the 2023 elections. He criticized the governor for what he called a nonchalant attitude, claiming Lawal often traveled out of the state during periods of crisis instead of showing leadership and empathy. Idris further dismissed the governor's claim that banditry victims receive free medical care at state hospitals, insisting that many victims are denied treatment due to lack of funds. He challenged the governor to publish a verifiable list of beneficiaries, including names, locations, treatment costs, and official receipts, accusing the administration of fabricating claims for political gain. But in a swift reaction, the Special Assistant to the Governor on Media and Communications, Mustafa Kaura, dismissed APC's allegations as baseless and unfounded. He defended Governor Lawal's approach to security, insisting that the significant progress had been made since the current administration came into power. He pointed to recent initiatives, including the recruitment of civilian protection guards and increased funding for security efforts, as key elements in reducing the scales of attacks. Malam Kaura also reminded the APC that the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalli, who is a former governor of the state, is now part of the APC and shares responsibility in addressing national security. He accused the opposition of politicizing the state's challenges, urging them to stop deflecting blames and support ongoing efforts to restore peace in the state. He stated that it is shameful for APC members to shift all blame to Governor Lawal, knowing full well he does not command the security agencies. The National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, says its operatives have rescued 19 girls suspected to have been impregnated by Iman in Abuja. Hajia Binta Bello, NAPTIP Director General, disclosed this during a meeting with Abike Dabiri Iriwa, Chairman of Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission in Abuja. She thanked Dabiri for NIDCOM's support, especially in the recent rescue of 231 young Nigerians from Ghana. She said tackling human trafficking requires joint action from government and key stakeholders, stressing the need for more awareness across all levels of the country. The Joint Action Committee of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Allied Institutions has rejected the recent distribution formula adopted for the disbursement of the 50 billion naira approved by the federal government for university-based unions. The 50 billion naira is to be shared among NSANU, NASU, and the National Association of Academic Technologists. However, in a statement, the non-academic unions expressed disappointment that 80% of the allocation was given solely to the Academic Staff Union of Universities, leaving only 20% to be shared among SANU, NSANU, and NATS. This lopsided arrangement is grossly unfair, provocative, totally unacceptable, and capable of creating industrial disharmony, thereby further accentuating the teaching and non-teaching dichotomy in Nigerian universities. The statement said non-teaching staff of Nigerian universities are not second-class citizens, but are critical stakeholders who contribute immensely to the day-to-day functionality, administrative efficiency, research excellence, technical operations, and overall development of the Nigerian university system. The unions further lamented that the latest attempt to diminish their role and worse through this inequitable distribution is an injustice that will not accept in silence. Nsanu and NASU urged the federal government to immediately review and reverse the recommended allocation formula, warning that going ahead with the distribution will only breed avoidable resentment and trigger widespread industrial disharmony, something that they said the university system can ill afford at this critical time. Operatives of the State Security Service on Sunday arrested two high-profile suspected kidnap kingpins as they met to depart Nigeria for Saudi Arabia to observe the holy pilgrimage. Security sources disclosed that the suspected kidnappers had been on SSS radar for over a year, and that screening at Hajj camps in different parts of the country offered the operatives the opportunity to arrest them. According to the sources, SSS officers nabbed both kidnapped kingpins at the Abuja and Sokoto Hajj camps, while suspected kingpin Ahmad Yakubu, who lives in Paikon Kore village in Gwagwalada Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, was nabbed at the Abuja Hajj camp. Zamfara Bon Sani Aliyu Galadi was arrested nearly 750 kilometers away at the Sokoto Hajj camp. SSS officers at the point of screening of both camps were able to recognize Zango and Aliyu and promptly arrested them. According to the security sources, Yakubu and Aliyu, who is suspected to be responsible for attacks by bandits in Sokoto Zamfara axis, were obvious of the fact that SSS officers were still on the lookout for them. According to the source, Mr. Yakubu presented his passport alongside other Muslim travelers from Abuja who were on their way to observe this year's Hajj. An official at the Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board, who didn't want his name mentioned, also confirmed the arrest of the suspect. The source added that Mr. Aliyu has been flown from Sokoto to the SSS headquarters in Abuja, and both suspects are currently detained there while investigations continue. Borno State Governor Babagana Umar Zulum has appealed to the federal government to deploy decisive strategies that will ensure that Marche town does not fall to Boko Haram ISWAP insurgents. The governor, who was actively involved in coordinating security logistics till late in the night on Saturday, undertook a tour to assess the challenges faced in Marche, while also exploring sustainable solutions to foster stability in this community. Before Zulum's arrival, Marche was completely deserted following a Boko Haram attack last Friday, with thousands taking refuge in Dikwa town. Speaking to journalists on Sunday, the governor emphasized that his visit to Marche was to foster community cooperation, resilience, and continuous support to the security agencies. He said Marche was resettled about 4 years ago, but unfortunately, over the last 3 days, it was resacked and was displaced again. The governor reiterated his commitment to supporting security agencies in attaining lasting peace in Bongu State. That has been the news update for today. I am Samira Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and do have a nice day.